The Cold War was an incredibly influential war that greatly accelerated global trade and technology. Key figures include Winston Churchill, Dwight D. Eisenhower, Nikita Khrushchev, Harry Truman, Joseph Stalin, and John F. Kennedy. In 1922, Joseph Stalin took over the government of Russia, leading toward the communist state called the USSR. This later led to the Cold War beginning on March 12, 1947, after the Second World War.
To make the Union of Soviet Socialist Republics great again, I will be implementing 5-year plans. We are far too behind and far too weak. We must industrialize. My 5-year plans will aim to turn this sad, unindustrialized piece of sadness into the most beautiful, factory-filled, mechanical, beautiful beast.
He did rule with an iron fist, but you can credit him with industrializing Russia. This helped later when Hitler tried to conquer Russia during the Second World War. During World War II, Russia allied with the US and Britain, but towards the end of the war, it soon became clear that Russia wanted more than just the land they gained during the war. At this point, the US had already created atomic bombs.
I think Stalin was up to something.
I don't know, man. He's acting a little suspicious.
What'll scare this guy?
Probably bombs. So, Stalin, how's stuff going with the weapons?
Yeah, we got this super scary big bomb that'll go boom and destroy a city or two. Oh, cool. Yeah, I already know. What do you think spies are for?
The US later dropped these bombs on Hiroshima and Nagasaki, ending the Second World War.
Now, with the war over, we must find a more efficient way to live in the world.
Stalin, good buddy, old pal. How about you be in charge of Eastern Europe? Easy enough, you know?
Yeah, simple stuff. Just make sure they are democratic. Sure. Democratic. Well, I vote in favor of communism.
With most of Eastern Europe now being communist puppet states under Russia, Winston Churchill said that
An iron curtain has descended upon the continent.
During this, Russia refused to secede from countries that were under their temporary control during World War II.
Those cheating geezers, they shouldn't be trusted. We must do everything we can to stop communism.
Everyone, I gather you here today to tell you about my doctrine and Marshall Plan. Now I know that the USSR and those communists have been a threat to us during this Cold War, and their military and technological paralysis has really scared us.
We don't want to be overtaken by communists! How will we do that, Mr. President?
Well, the US government has made a doctrine to stave off the communist threat. This doctrine will send support in technology and military to nations fending off communism.
Yay!
Economic support galore.
Yay!
Let's get rid of this danger once and for all.
This was known as the Truman Doctrine. NATO all voted Russia out of the countries it attempted to occupy after the World Wars, and Russia felt the pressure. With that, the Cold War began. After the World War, Europe was struggling financially. America noticed and helped, whereas Russia hoped the countries would fall back on communist ideals. This later led to America and other countries coming together and making the World Bank to help countries in need with disaster funds. Because of this, Western Europe recovered and was growing much faster economically than their Eastern counterparts. The Cold War became a battle between economic systems, the capitalist West versus the communist East.
Let me in! I want the resources and goods for trade. And for myself. But mostly for trade too. Yeah.
Hey, what are you doing to our industrial centers?
What does it look like? Trying to gain control of your industrial centers.
You're what?
Trade and resources. Yay!
This is not good, USSR. Well, I am now. I am getting involved in world affairs because NATO and UN are my friends now.
What are you even doing here, US? You never get involved in stuff like this.
You get the USSR. You can't take our goods.
Oh, that's how they want to be, huh? How about I blockade all their supply routes to West Berlin? Huh? Airplanes it is then.
Soon after, it was found out that Russia had made its own nuclear bombs. This meant that the only two countries with atomic bombs were at war. Not good. Also, under Mao Zedong, the People's Liberation Army defeated the Republic of China. So now, China was also communist. Communist China and Russia partnered up.
Hey US, have you heard from the USSR lately?
No, why?
I think they're up to something suspicious.
I sure hope it doesn't threaten any of the other nations around the world, including Western Europe and us, the Americas.
Let's try and cause fear and gain control with communism.
NATO, do you see that? It's something we perceive as a threat to Western Europe and the Americas because of its scary technology and communism.
The USSR didn't learn. We still have to band together and protect each other from the perceived threat of communism. NATO, stand your ground. Friendship is magic!
These were just some of the wars that happened during the Cold War era, and at this point Eisenhower was elected as president and Stalin died and was replaced with Nikita Khrushchev. I hate Stalin! We have to get rid of any trace of this man. Let the de-Stalination commence. We deserve freedom. He then proceeded to suppress almost every reform proposed. The US and USSR were also spying on each other now, all the time, with many members of the Manhattan Project helping the Soviet Union get America's weapons plans. Many Americans were now scared and McCarthyism ran rampant. Anything Americans disliked was called communist. When I say everything, I mean everything. This led to a sense of an us versus them mentality that can still be found today.
Here, lovely UN countries, I have some state-of-the-art planes to see the world spy on the Soviet Union with.
Gee, thanks. Here I am in my state-of-the-art plane gifted by my country, the U.S. What a nice plane to use to spy on some communists.
Is that an enemy plane spying on us? The audacity. Men, get that plane out of the sky!
Eject! Eject!
Young man, are you all right? What did you see?
We're losing the space race, Mr. President.
What?
Yeah, they have satellites and Sputnik and space dogs. We need to pick up the pace.
Don't worry. We will send a man to the moon. We will win. Rest now.
Sir. Yes, sir.
But because of the Cold War, there were many other smaller wars going around at that time in the Third World. Some examples being the Suez Crisis, the Congo Crisis, the Sand War, the Ethiopian Civil War, the Lebanese Civil War, the Yemenite War, and many more.
Oh, hi there, USSR. Great to see another communist country I've been closely associated politically and economically with.
Well, hello, Mr. Castro. Would you like some missiles?
Nuclear missiles? Sure, why not?
So, Cuba, it appears that you have pointed your missiles at our country. Personally, that's not really nice, or good. So, could you possibly, perhaps not do that?
No thanks.
What?
No thanks.
Please?
Well, until you stop pointing your missiles at us, we will continue protecting our country. Also, my friend, the USSR, just gave me these, so it's kind of their problem. Go talk to them.
Did we approve of this launch? I do.
Me too.
I can't approve of this decision. We can't just launch missiles willy-nilly. I object.
The overall effect of the Cold War was that it led to massive innovations in technology because of the arms race, with some products being hydrogen bombs, satellites, intercontinental ballistic missiles, the internet, and GPS systems. Due to the global ties, they spread these systems and technologies in competition to strengthen the economies of several countries. They were also able to come together to help struggling third world countries and many others. This led to an increase in trade and interconnectedness that fuels our modern international trade.